Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Title Town, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Yellow Jackets will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The offense set for a first down play. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Offense gets set for second down. They'll test the right side. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll ride the hot hand.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Trying to get to it. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Slips a tackle and he's got room. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Leaves it with the running back. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
It's complete to the left.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Alabama will get the first down.
And, David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the first?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen
the quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB, and this one put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Using the quick game. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
Never a doubt. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. First down here for the offense. To the air, it's Beebe. He looks that one in nicely. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Red pass, it's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running to the left. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside give. Fakes his man out. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him. With that last play, now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Now the pitch. Runs through the tackle. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. To the air. It's Beebe. Fires to the tight end. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
On second down, they'll take to the air. On the run, fires downfield. And wings it incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Got his man down the middle. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big game. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia Tech 14, Alabama 3.
First down to start the drive after the break. to throw. It's Beebe. They're trying to get to it. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball in 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, the offense just wasn't crisp on that play. You know, they didn't get downhill fast, and you could tell something was just a little bit off. The defense took advantage and now forced a 4th down.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time. And he's running in the open. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knock.
And it's picked off right at the goal line. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looking to move it through the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. On the option. Quick toss. Thrust that arm out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They'll run the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds the tight end. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. Alabama pushing the tempo. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And the defense was not fooled on that third down. They were expecting that could be run. Linebackers doing a nice job really coming hard downhill to stop that play.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
To the air, it's Beebe. Trying to escape and get it himself. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
He'll try the left side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. Flying down the left side. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bama! The defense takes matters into their own hands.
And
that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Arizona looks like 5 miles of bad road today. Offensively, the wheels have come off. Defensively, it's been one hot hole after another. They're trailing by 21 to Georgia.
To the air on first down.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Back to pass, it's Beebe. Quick strike complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Looking for room, it's Weir. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Still on his feet. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
He'll slide and avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Wants to throw on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Fair catch, called for and made. Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first.
Fires one high and deep. And it's slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Beebe. Takes the easy completion. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
One thing you can never take for granted defensively is the ability to make tackles in space. That was not easy. That's a running back catching the ball out on the perimeter of the field on 3rd down. He's used to making people miss and looking silly. Great job using fundamentals to get him down, setting up for it.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trying to take it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
Offensively, and you're going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient, and when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
He's piled up 112 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They're getting this guy lathered up. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
The inside handoff. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit, and that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
This crowd knows when to bring it. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Get all you can, then get down with the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And he runs
wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Georgia Tech, 28, Alabama, 17.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
35, Alabama, 17.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Stopped after making the catch.
Great play by the quarterback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Snags it over the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Give to the running back. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Going up top on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's McMahon. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
That's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up, and this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
They are controlling the ball. Ninth play of the drive. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Got his man. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football.
He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his second interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision of the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Dropping back, it's Beebe. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
That is no fun for that wide receiver, thinking you just ran all the way downfield for that. You're not out here trying to run gassers or get conditioning. You're trying to catch TDs. What's going on?
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Looking to throw on second down. He'll try to do it himself. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
Oh, and I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to run for it. The Yellow Jackets get enough to move the chains.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Tight end finds a soft spot. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Lisa. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back during the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats at the end of the season. We look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Scrambling away. A little screen to the running back. Open space at the 25. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going.
Going for the big play. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Get it out on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Looking to throw it again. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
They're trailing this much in the 4th quarter. The offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Now, 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's going to take off. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Looking to pass inside the red zone. They've got the screen set up. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and short, the power run here. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown time!
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. And before they can kick it, the receiving team is going to call a timeout. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W.